Proverbs chapter 14 verse 1. The wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands the foolish one tears hers down. Verse 2. He whose walk is upright fears the Lord, but he whose ways are devious despises him. Verse 3. A fool's talk brings a rod to his back, but the lips of the wise protect them. Verse 4. Where there are no oxen, the manger is empty, but from the strength of an ox comes an abundant harvest. Verse 5. A truthful witness does not deceive, but a false witness pours out lies. Verse 6. The mocker seeks wisdom and finds none, but knowledge comes easily to the discerning. Verse 7. Stay away from a foolish man, for you will not find knowledge on his lips. Verse 8. The wisdom of the prudent is to give thought to their ways, but the folly of fools is deception. Verse 9. Fools mock at making amends for sin, but goodwill is found among the upright. Verse 10. Each heart knows its own bitterness, and no one else can share its joy. Verse 11. The house of the wicked will be destroyed, but the tent of the upright will flourish. Verse 12. There is a way that seems right to a man, but in the end it leads to death. Verse 13. Even in laughter the heart may ache, and joy may end in grief. Verse 14. The faithless will be fully repaid for their ways, and the good man rewarded for his. Verse 15. A simple man believes anything, but a prudent man gives thought to his steps. Verse 16. A wise man fears the Lord and shuns evil, but a fool is hot-headed and reckless. Verse 17. A quick-tempered man does foolish things, and a crafty man is hated. Verse 18. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. Verse 19. Evil men will bow down in the presence of the good, and the wicked at the gates of the righteous. Verse 20. The poor are shunned even by their neighbors, but the rich have many friends. Verse 21. He who despises his neighbor sins, but blessed is he who is kind to the needy. Verse 22. Do not those who plot evil go astray, but those who plan what is good find love and faithfulness. Verse 23. All hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. Verse 24. The wealth of the wise is their crown, but the folly of fools yields folly. Verse 25. A truthful witness saves lives, but a false witness is deceitful. Verse 26. He who fears the Lord has a secure fortress, and for his children it will be a refuge. Verse 27. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, turning a man from the snares of death. Verse 28. A large population is a king's glory, but without subjects a prince is ruined. Verse 29. A patient man has great understanding, but a quick-tempered man displays folly. Verse 30. A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. Verse 31. He who oppresses the poor shows contempt for their Maker, but whoever is kind to the needy honors God. Verse 32. When calamity comes, the wicked are brought down, but even in death the righteous have a refuge. Verse 33. Wisdom reposes in the heart of the discerning, and even among fools she lets herself be known. Verse 34. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a disgrace to any people. Verse 35. A king delights in a wise servant, but a shameful servant incurs his wrath.